Hello everyone, this is Toby with Birdsong Studios. How are you all doing today? I hope you are well. Sending you all of my love and appreciation, gratitude for your presence here. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your openness to these messages. So we're looking at the lunar eclipse in Taurus and the energies around this eclipse, which occurs today. So certainly there's a lot going on, and as we talked about in the last eclipse, the solar eclipse in Libra reading, we were talking about the mirrored path and how what we're witnessing in the external world is a reflection of what we've each been on, or what we have each experienced on our journey of healing and gaining awareness and acceptance and the path to forgiveness and unconditional love. And so with this eclipse in Taurus, it is feeling, it's a massive release. It's a massive release of the masks that have held us in that place, and with in that place of being hidden, and with that, again, because we have this mirrored path, that energy is connected. So not only are we going to have things revealed to us on an individual level that may come through as striking, but with a subtlety that the message may come through with a subtlety that is not consistent with the profundity of the message itself and how deeply it may impact you. So I get this sense that you may experience these revelations that come through as this just mild understanding, that then as you begin to allow it to integrate within you, you begin to realize how deeply that permeates so many different aspects of your life. So there is a sense of shock to it, but not a sense of like a tower moment where it completely throws you off the rails. And so we may see that with the collective as well, that there are these revelations that occur that may seem understated initially, but then as we process their meaning further, we begin to see how that information impacts so many different aspects of the world and society, and how it has impacted them. And then with that understanding, then we can move forward to look towards how we can create change from there. So with that being said, we're going to start with the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. I know I don't normally start with the tarot, but this one's been calling to me. I've actually been attempting to do this reading for the last 4 days, and eruptions, oh, that's an interesting twist of the tongue there. Interruptions have been prevalent. So just in so many ways within me, again, and I'm experiencing this with you guys and in the external world. So mostly within me, honestly. So eruptions. We'll see if anything comes. We'll have to remember that as we move through this reading. Yeah, I'm getting this image, not surprising, of a volcano, but when we talked about the subtlety of the information that may be coming through, it's not necessarily that it's the slow moving progress of the lava sometimes. Sometimes it comes rushing out, and other times it just gradually, slowly moves across the surface of the earth, and the cleansing that comes from that. We are in Scorpio season. We are talking about this rebirth from fire. So that visual image of a volcano, but the lava cleansing the earth in this slow-moving fashion seems very relevant. Oh my gosh, it's destiny. Yeah, we are at this place in time purposefully. This is, oh wow, major chills. This is card number 16. 11. You guys, this is a 16-day. If we add up all the numbers in 10, 28, 23, we come up with 16. How interesting. Well, I didn't count the 2 and the 23. I was just counting from the 10, 28, 23 that I've written here. Anyway, isn't I think, I'm not going to take the time to double check myself, but I think card number 16 in the tarot is the Tower, is it not? I'm drawing a blank now. I think it is. Interesting. Now it's going to drive me crazy. Now I'm going to have to look. Because there's something about card number 16 in this deck that feels important. So I apologize for the delay, but just hang with me. Hang with me. Look at that. The Tower. 16. And we have these, of course, the lightning, but see, in this card we have the butterflies and how that is being how that is, the lightning is almost initiating the emergence of these butterflies, it seems like. That's the way it looks to me. See how they're flying away? Wherever the lightning strikes is where these butterflies are emerging from. How fascinating. So we are at this point in time purposefully. Things are unfolding as they are meant to. And it's, again, by taking this, I'm going to leave this one out. Look at how the colors are similar too. It's by taking this higher perspective about or around what actions we're seeing, what is unfolding, that we're able to gain a better understanding of how this plays into this rebirth process. And for us as individuals, because I feel the need to, you know, with the last reading we were very much talking about the collective, but this feels very personal. The impact here on the eclipse, yes, we're going to see it again mirrored in the collective, but all change starts with the individual. It starts within us. And so, especially with all of the things that are going on in the world today, and things that we're going to see going forward, our power lies within our own change. It lies within our own action. It lies within our own energy. It lies within our own intention. And so how can we step away from, see how this person, this figure, is flying above the structure below. It looks like a temple. It does look like a temple, but what I'm getting here is just as the butterflies, I'm getting a song, and y'all don't want me to sing, but I think it's Natalie Imbruglia. Something about I'll fly away. I don't know where my soul is. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so something about that song may be relevant right now. It keeps coming up. Okay. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Let me look this up real quick, because this is important. My soul is, I don't know where my home is. That's the part that feels really important. So I don't want to stick on that too long. I've already stayed on it too long, but something about that does feel important for some of you out there. That feels like it's very specific to a few people. So gaining the higher perspective here. Again, maybe it's coming through because I was talking about the specifics of each of us as an individual and our own journey. And so it is to, if you're feeling that way, if you don't know where your home is, and this is, maybe this is exactly what it's about, is to know that that home is always within you. And so it's this bringing us back to our center, bringing us back to our soul, bringing us back to what we've learned upon this path, and staying in that centered place, in that place of knowledge and wisdom about ourselves, no matter what is going on in the external, flying above the things that are happening on the ground level, so to speak, so that we can maintain our energy, so that we can maintain that sense of love and peace. Because again, the change occurs within each of us. And so if you're feeling as if you have been tossed about by the energies in the external world, excuse me, it is to, you are being guided to connect back into your center, to connect in with the oh my goodness, all of a sudden I can't talk, to connect in with the birds and with the butterflies. And I live in the northern hemisphere, so there are plenty of birds still around right now, but the butterflies have gone. So interestingly, I'm getting all kinds of different things, so I'm trying to kind of hone this into one theme for you guys. Allowing yourself in your mental space to, if you're feeling really ungrounded and really thrown off by everything that's going on in the external world, again, we've been guided repeatedly to disconnect from media and ingest, to stop ingesting anything or minimize ingesting anything that takes you to that place of feeling like you don't know where your soul is, of not being able to find that soul-centered space, because that is the home within you. And so I think that's what that lyric was referring to, that sense of, I can't find my center. I can't connect to that home, that, because the sense of home is a sense of comforting and security and peace and safety, right? So I can't connect to that space in the external world, and the guidance is that it's always within you. It's for us to move into this higher perspective so that we're able to access that energy and that space within us. And I think actually that's what this temple is referring to. It has that dual meaning of moving away from what is going on the earth plane, but also to recognize that that temple, that sacred space, lies within you. And see how it's protected here too, no matter what is going on the outside. I feel like there's this sense of protection inside this tower. For this particular reading, this is the energy I'm getting. I know that's not the traditional way you read the tarot, but that's what I'm getting today. Oh my gosh, and emotions. So yes, look at all the fire energy and talking about the volcano. And this is card number 19. Yeah, it's being able to balance our emotions amongst the fire, right? And being able to stay grounded. And this is part of the revelation process I was talking about initially, that when we're able to do that, then we're able to receive those subtle messages. And that's part of the importance, or a big part of the importance, of being able to remain in your center is that, and not being overwhelmed with outside information, because that is going to diffuse information coming to you from your guides, from the divine, from your higher self, from your inner place of knowing, through your intuition. And I get this Ace of Swords type. Oh gosh, that's so powerful. Give me just a second, you guys. It looks like a dragon too. Because our emotions can lead us down paths that then, I won't say misdirect us, because again, all of this experience is destined. We are exactly where we're meant to be. But we can experience these things from a centered place and from a place of the observer. And we can still hold compassion and empathy for the suffering, the conflict. Not conflict isn't the right word, but the hurt and the loss and the grief and the tragedy that is occurring. And we can also not attach ourselves to those emotions. It's very difficult. It can be very, very difficult. But we have this sword of truth coming in with this angel and protection from the dragon. And the difficult message again that every time I try to say experiences, my voice stops. The things that are being experienced in the world are hard message to deliver. There is purpose in that. There is purpose in that. There is purpose in that because things are revealed through that process. And again, we're going back to this revelation. And it might be in small, subtle bits that we get this information, but it's how it then is integrated and how it fits into this puzzle. How it fits into this puzzle that we have been putting together of understanding and knowledge of why things are the way they are, why we've been experiencing things that we've been experiencing, and this allows us then to create new going forward. Okay, so on an individual level, I keep saying we're going to try and keep this around our personal experiences, and then it connects back to the collective, but that's because we are one. We are not separate. Separation is an illusion, and this is part of what is being revealed now, the depth of the illusion of separation that has been created. Oh my gosh, yes, heaven and earth as above, so below. Wow, it's card number 11, and we talked about the 1111 portal and how important that is going to be, because we're in the, these eclipses fall in the midpoints, in the center of the 1010 to 1111 window. This is the card 11 of Earth. The interconnectedness of everything, the interconnectedness of nature, of the human, of the galaxies, of us as individual humans. We are the separation is an illusion. We are all one. at our source, we are all the same. And that becomes increasingly difficult to acknowledge and to accept when there are things playing out that do not give that appearance. But again, there's so much illusion involved. And not to say that things are not occurring that aren't tragic. That's not what I'm saying. But there is illusion around how those things have been instigated. And it is when we talk about Taurus, we talk about groundedness and pleasure and earthiness and sensory experiences, and a sense of home and safety and comfort. Taurus is also fiercely loyal and can be fiercely stubborn. It is a fixed sign, and a fixed earth sign at that. So, with that, we have this sense of holding on to what has brought us comfort in the past. But the message I'm receiving and what I've been shown over the last couple of years is that, and I'm not the only one, it's out there a lot, I'm sure you're hearing it from other places, but the things that have brought us comfort, a lot of that has been an illusion. There's an illusion of stability, there's an illusion of security, there's an illusion of what actually truly brings us comfort, because that's been defined from an external source. It's been defined from those in power who want to keep us in a place of being disempowered. Taurus is about your value as well. It rules the second house, which is all about your value and how you value yourself and what your priorities are, and how that then is mirrored to you in your relationships. And so with this eclipse in Taurus, these revelations that are coming through are going to very much be around what do we truly value as individuals. And this is a closing of a cycle. It's a very karmic release in this eclipse, and the shorter cycle began in November of 2021. So in the last 2 years, how have you altered your perception of what you value? How have you altered your perception of what your priorities are? And how does the definition of value and success and worthiness, how has that changed? And does it differ from what is being perpetuated in the outside world? Are you finding value in different experiences, in different groups, in different places, in different adventures, at different activities? Okay, so I think we're done with this deck. Let's see. Let's do the Elemental Oracle here. Oh, look at it. Splitting on card number 16, which is clarity, the mountain. The clarity of the air at a mountaintop is really unlike any other place, right? It gets us into this higher perspective, gets us into the clear air, away from all the things that may distract us or detract us from our priorities, our true priorities, which then are a reflection of our truest selves. And by acknowledging what our true priorities are and what we value as individuals, we are then expressing who we truly are as individuals. Voice. Yes, speak your word. Look at that. Exactly what I was just talking about. What do you value? What experiences do you value? What people do you value? Well, I mean, I would certainly hope that we all value all people. But on an individual level, what I'm saying is, who are the people that uplift you? Who are the people that around you, when you are around, accept. Allow, yes, but and also through accepting your expression of your truest voice. Who are the people that you feel comfortable speaking your word around? And then I'm also getting the poke that it is for us to gain the confidence to speak our word no matter who we are around. And this is this building of confidence, this fire energy that allows us to speak our truth no matter what is what the response might be. Card number 25, that breaks down to a 7, which so does 16, right? This is a 7 year. This is an absolutely pivotal year for all of us as individuals, and again, because the healing path of us is mirrored in the collective, this is what allows us to bring in new earth. Depth. Lake, card number 31. Yeah, it's being willing to go into the depths, and I get this as absolutely indicative of that revelation energy I was talking about initially. The things that have been hidden in the depths coming to the surface, and they might surface slowly, but they are coming up. I think it's not necessarily a matter of them surfacing slowly. I think that they come up and are visible, but then it takes us a little bit to figure out where that piece goes in the puzzle that we're putting together of this knowledge and awareness. It's the integrating of the information that's a little bit slower, and it's for us to allow that so that we can, because if we just take it at face value, we're not going to see the depth of the meaning and how interconnected it is with other aspects of our world and our life. See how it's like the iceberg. See how there's so much to this castle that's under the surface? That's it. It's being willing to reflect upon it and allow it to unfold, and to for us to integrate the information so that we can actually see how deep these truths really go. Oh my gosh, because we need to be brave. The oceans, card number 30. It is going to require bravery. We're going to see things that about ourselves, again, and in the collective, that is difficult to look at. And it's not, again, see how we have the world here is half submerged. It's allowing all of it to come to the surface. It's not just seeing what's there momentarily and then moving on. It's seeing what's there and really allowing it to settle in, and for us to process it, to speak on it, to recognize how as above, so below. So what we're seeing above the surface, there is more to it below the surface. We need to, or again, not necessarily below the surface, but it seems below the surface because we're not taking the time to integrate it, to reflect upon it, to really process the information we're being given. Okay, we're going to close with the Life Soul Vision Oracle. And with this sigil, you guys, this sigil is assisting us in gaining this clarity. It's assisting us in taking this path of integrating and accepting this information, opening to the information, allowing it to process in so that we can see what's below the surface or what we may not have initially recognized. So when things come up for you as an individual or in the collective, I invite you to return back and refer back to the sigil, even if you take a screenshot of it here, you know, during the reading, and utilize this to help you with that process, because that's the purpose of this. This is to assist us in this process of bringing this information together, which allows us then simultaneously to have the confidence to speak our voice, to move to this higher perspective, to allow the lava and the lightning to cleanse the areas that need to be cleansed so that we can then start anew. Oh my gosh, the guide and the gift. Look at that. Because we're moving into this new earth, it's card 53, it's 8. Next year is an 8 year. And this is what we're moving through. See how we're moving through this, moving towards this portal? This is new earth, guys. All of this process is allowing us to step through this doorway. And our guides and the elementals and nature and the galactics are here. The angels are here to help us through this process. And as well, recognizing that the things that we come across along this pathway are the guides for us. They are the gift in this process. They're there to help us on this pathway and this journey into New Earth, into bringing it down into, for it's already here, but expanding it so that the awareness of it is available to our reality. It's available to more individuals. Because I know some of you guys are experiencing it already. Okay, I am going to end there. I am wishing you all a beautiful day and an experience with this eclipse and this unfolding through the 1111 portal that is clarifying and is... oh my, I'm hearing the word revolutionary, but allows you to integrate all this information so that then you can step forward through this portal of 1111 and into next year. With confidence in expressing your voice, with courage and bravery to see all that is, with the understanding that this is purposeful, with clarity of thought and emotional balance and rigor. I'm hearing that's an interesting word. But emotional intelligence and awareness, and with the absolute acceptance and awareness that We are all one. That separation is an illusion. Okay, I'm sending you guys all my best. So much love to you all. Gratitude for being here. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, your openness to these messages. If you would like a sigil drawn for you and a reading to go along with it, the information in acquiring that and booking that is in the description box below. It's on my website. I would be honored to do that for you, and sending you all my love. I will be back soon. Thank you.